How is everybody doing? Good to see you on the Bragg Show. I got a seller call coming in right now. Right now. Kandas is on the phone actually trying to buy a lot, believe it or not. So I told her it was 2 o'clock. We got to go. So look, Manny's in the house. What's going on, Manny? How you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a couple weeks. What's happening? How are you doing? Control everything and own nothing. Share. Thanks, Manny. I appreciate that. We missed you. Where you been? Where you been? So thank you guys so much for being on. I really appreciate it. Make sure, look, Corn is in the house. What's happening? Cornelius, how are you doing? Kandas is on her way over right now. She's hanging up right now. I hear her. So, hey, Eugene, what's up? I think you won the Jump Start 1 week, if I remember correctly. So if you guys will share this video, we had 13 shares last week. So if you share this video, right, you will win the Real Estate Day Trading and Jump Start right here, $297. We will ship it out to you, right? We'll ship it out to you. Shh, here she comes.
Ship it out. We're going to ship it out to you.
So what were you trying to do? Buy a lot?
No, I was trying to tell her we were not the buyer for her lot.
I heard you talking about a lot.
Yeah, this was a lady. This was a lady that that called in from one of our postcards. She has a few lots. It was an interesting situation though. The lots are up in Maiden. Her husband was a builder. He had an electrician that they went in together and developed a subdivision. Both of them have died. So now the wives have these undeveloped lots in a subdivision.
Can you put mobile homes on them?
No, you can't. That's why we're not her buyer. So the building restrictions in that area don't allow for modulars or double wide or single wide mobile homes. They have to be site built, stick built homes. So I let her know, yeah, we're not her buyer, and she just wanted to be a little chatty. So you got to do that.
FYI, guys, it's much easier to sell lots if you can put a mobile home on it. Okay.
Right.
A lot more people out there want to buy lots for mobile homes than they want to buy lots to build on. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, and we've had situations where it's parents that want to kind of do a starter home setup situation for kids, something like that, you know. Or somebody wants to downsize; they don't want a big house anymore, so they want to do a modular, a smaller modular, or a smaller double wide.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
look, Billy Jenkins, nice. What's up, Billy? How you doing? Look, Corn is in the house.
Cornelius. I thought about him the other day. My little brother, I know.
I haven't thought about him in years.
You haven't thought about him in years. I thought about you the other day.
I'm just kidding, Corn. Just kidding.
I did. I had to do something that customer service typically does, and I was like, damn it, where's Corn?
Where is he?
Yeah.
Where is that? He's been traveling the world, it looks like, based on his Facebook posts.
So you've been keeping up with him on Facebook.
Look, he said, ouch, Larry.
Yeah, but he just said that he's been keeping up with you on Facebook, so he knows a little bit about, you know.
He's been traveling the world, it looks like, taking pictures and videos from all his world travels.
It's been more frequent than years.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. All right, so Manny's back in the house. Look.
Hey, where you been?
He's been in Chicago making deals.
Making deals in Chicago. My mom watches this podcast, Manny, and she's even said, where has Manny been? He hasn't been on the last few. He's always the first person in there.
That's funny. And Jerry's watching in Texas.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I miss going to Texas. I know we don't travel anymore, but there's some cities that I miss going to.
Yeah, I love the Texas barbecue. Yeah.
It was good.
So, yeah, if you shared this video last week or last week's video, if you shared it, and if you share this week's, then email customer service at larrygoins.com. And
I'll get Corn in here to ship out your RDT. I'm just kidding.
Corn's not going to do it, right?
No. I will send
Mary
out.
Ellen Clark is in the house. What's up? How are you doing?
I will send out your Real Estate Day Trader Jump Start course to you, physical version, until we run out.
There you go. That's awesome.
So what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about focus when life happens, aren't we?
Yeah, we're talking about staying on track and focused, which is a very big issue for me, right? Because I have ADOS.
Which makes it a big issue for me. His issues are bigger issues for me because I have to fix his issues.
Right. I have ADOS, attention deficit, shiny, right?
True story.
Unlike my wife, Mary Ellen, as you will know, has CDO, right? It's like OCD, except all letters are in alphabetical order like they should be, right?
I'm sure Pam loves that.
She does love that. She
Why?
might even
I
be
still have
watching.
my headset on. I was wondering why I can't get my hair to fix.
She might even be watching. So anyway, so yeah, let's talk about staying focused. Speaking of, I got to stay focused on staying focused, right? Guys, I got to tell you, it took me years to learn this.
Oh, deal of the week. Are we going to do a deal of the week or no? Do you have a deal of the week?
I don't have one picked out, but we'll pick one up before we're done.
Okay.
Right. So look, I can't tell if that's a smiley face or a red face. I can't tell if you're mad or it's a smiley face.
Why
that's
is
awesome.
our screen not up here?
Yeah, because I didn't plug that one in. Anyway, so yeah, staying focused and staying on track.
Years and years it took you to do what?
It took me years to realize that when you have a lot of different projects going on, like, I was traveling, I was speaking, I was creating products, I was doing weekly webinars, I was doing trainings, I was buying properties from my own account, I was working with students, I was doing coaching and mentoring, and I was also writing more books, writing more courses, doing social media posts,
running a machine here.
Yeah, doing and that's not even real estate, right? And then doing real estate stuff, right? So it's hard when you're not focused on one thing. So you need to zero in. First thing you need to do is get this book.
Very good book. One
Thing by Gary Keller, right?
It's great.
Founder of Keller Williams, right? So it says the surprisingly simple truths behind extraordinary results, right? By Gary Keller with J. Papasan. That's what it says right there. What's J. Papasan?
So here's what happens, guys. If you can think about it, like I used to consider myself a multitasker. I hate that word now. Can't stand it. I don't consider that one of my attributes anymore at all. That doesn't mean that I can't handle a bunch of things at one time and keep everything moving forward at one time at all.
What?
I can. That's not what it means. Or why I hate it. It's just I got to the point, and I think Larry was getting there as well, that when you're juggling a bunch of stuff and you've got a bunch of things up in the air and you're only touching things every once in a while, like when they hit your hands, all you're really doing is juggling. You're not completing anything, right? You're too focused on the act of juggling.
What's that line again? What's that line again about juggling?
Anything. What?
About juggling? That's a good line. What is that?
What line? What do you mean?
That line about juggling. When you're trying to juggle 2 or 3 things, all you end up doing is...
all you're focused on is juggling, is keeping everything in the air instead of completing anything. So I don't consider myself a multitasker anymore, because even though we have several projects happening at any given time, those projects are a lot fewer than were, right? Instead of 7 or 8 things at one time, we may have 1 or 2 big things at one time with 1 or 2 things waiting in the wings, right? For a little bit more bandwidth to take those on. But you can actually put your hands on something and get it done and see it through to completion.
I actually saw a picture the other day when Kandas and I were in an all-day planning meeting, and we had these huge Post-it notes. They're like like 3 feet high and 2 feet wide, and they're Post-it notes so you can stick them on the wall, right? So I remember this was like a couple years ago. We had a whole wall lined up with them, right? We had like each organization. We had the lending business, the education business, the real estate business, the retirement accounts, the passive income, and we had all these things. It had like 3 or 4 of these 3-foot by 2-foot Post-it notes full of stuff, right? And the last all-day planning meeting we did, we had 2 sheets all together, right?
Seriously.
It was.
And they're hanging in my office. And honestly, what we did not get done for Q1, we've set our sights on for Q2. So until those things get done, we do need to have an all-day planning meeting again for for just that purpose. However, we're seeing these things through to completion. So multitasking, in my mind, is not a warm, fuzzy feeling word anymore. I don't like it. I like something more along the lines of like a completion specialist or a results obtainer.
You have this
or something
thing
like
about
that.
you have this thing about X to Y by Z, right? Will
Yeah.
you talk about that for a minute and give them an example?
Well, on the spot, it's hard.
Look, Kenny's in the house.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, Kenny.
I do not miss all those all-day planning meetings.
Yeah, they're a lot shorter than they used to be.
That's true.
When it's just the two of us.
That's true.
I mean,
That is very true.
when it's just the two of us, or any of our other key employees that we have to bring in, like accounting, they go a lot quicker. They go a lot smoother. We're a lot more intentional about things than we used to be. So they're not like they were when you were with us, Kenny, at all. X to, what were we saying? X to Y, Z.
I got an example of that.
Okay.
Like let's say you're doing one deal. You did one deal in the last 90 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a good X to Y by Z would be you want to go from one deal a quarter to one deal a month by the end of the next quarter, right?
By the end of the year.
So,
yeah, that is a good example.
So X to Y by Z.
From
right?
1 to 2 by a certain date. Have an end date on it, just like goals with the vision we were talking about last week. A vision needs to be in writing. It needs to have end dates. It needs to have a set, in writing and with dates to make it not obtainable. That's not the word I'm looking for, but more of a reality, more of a destination.
Right.
So you need the by Z.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to have goals and you got to write them down. This is not a thing about goals.
No.
It's about focus. Right? It's like, why do they put blinders on a horse? So they're not looking beside them, right? So they're looking straight ahead.
Well, I need to get like a set of that for you for the office, with like maybe one that'll block that door too. So all you can see are your screens.
That's true. All she really wants me to see is the phone.
And then was it corn? It was corn. Whenever we did so I need to do that with the blind so we can only see his screens. And then we did a phone blast one day, and Corn had the phone with a rubber band around his head, so the phone never left his head. Right? He kept answering the phone. He kept answering the phone, but his phone never left his ear. Brilliant idea.
That's funny.
To stay focused. If you got a bunch of leads that you need to get through, don't let the phone leave your ear.
Yep. You could do that, or you could also just do it around your hand, right?
You could do it around your hand.
You could do it like this, right? So it doesn't leave your hand.
However, that's only if you're a pecking typer. But if you're a two-handed typer, then you need it around your noggin.
Yeah. So it'll remind you to stay on the phone, right? So if you need to go to the bathroom, you just unplug it, right?
Okay, you need to do a little more than that if you got to go to the bathroom. I would definitely suggest it being on your head. See, Corey, you still provide us with tons of material to use on a daily basis.
That's true. Look, Roger Chapman in the house, watching from California.
Mama's here.
Dad's there. Mother Teresa is here. Right?
Teresa Whitehall's.
There you go.
Is my mama.
So also, guys, what you need to do is make a list of everything you got to have done, right? A lot of people say get your top 10 list for the day, and I'm talking about just daily stuff now, right? What you need to do is think about what is the one thing that's going to give you the biggest impact in your business and personally that day. What's the one thing, if you get nothing else done but that one thing, what's the most important thing that's going to give you the most impact today, right now? And work on that one thing until it's done. Don't work on anything else until that's done, right?
Till that one thing's done. And here, I mean, I agree, totally, completely agree with that one thing. Make sure that one thing that's going to give you the biggest impact is done. Something else that can help when you're looking at planning out your day is do it the day before. Before you leave the office, before you get up from your desk.
That's a good point.
The day on Tuesday, the last 10 minutes of your day, plan out what you need to do on Wednesday, right? So you don't come in Wednesday at, start time and you're like, where do I go? What do I do? What do I need to start with? I need to make my list out. That you're going to waste time like that. Do it at the end of the day before with whatever it was you did not get completed that's going to make the biggest impact, and do that thing first when you come in that next morning.
That's right. Plan your day and work your plan.
Right.
Right? Plan your work and work your plan.
Plan your work and work your plan. I like that. I'm going to write that down.
Really? That's good.
Yeah.
You can use that.
Thank you.
Just quote me.
I will give you props for that one.
Plan your work and work your plan. Right? So guys, think about this. Just start by making a list, an entire list of everything you got to do, and then prioritize it. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? What's the number one thing that you can do? Right? You also want to look at what you can eliminate. What can you eliminate? What can you eliminate or delegate? Right? Eliminate or delegate to other people. Maybe it's a virtual assistant. Maybe it's my own Fiverr. Right? Maybe you have a Kandas. Right?
Maybe your Kandas needs a Kandas.
Yeah. Because mine does.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
That's for sure. Look, Deb bought 2 lots at auction for $100. Yeah,
plus some back
you're paying
taxes.
less than I am.
She wants to put modular homes on them. See, we don't go through all that. That's awesome. If that's your plan, that's great. Get those mods on there. Get them rented out. That would be great cash flow for you if you can get the modulars, at a low enough price. We're just going to turn, if those have been our lots, we're going to put them right back on the market with seller financing or a cash price and sell them.
For $9,900?
Or $49. $99 or $49.
$99 on financing or $4,900 cash.
Cash, cold hard cash in my hand.
Put them in a retirement account or an ESA or HSA. Right? That's typically what we do.
That's awesome, though. Good job. $100 a piece. That's great.
That is excellent.
Good job.
At auction.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, baby. So just remember, guys, the main thing is to keep the main thing. The main thing. Right?
The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing.
You want to make sure you make your list, write it all down, number it, and then just work on that one thing. What is that one thing that's going to make a bigger difference than anything else? And if you'll do that every single day, right? It's almost like staying focused, or I should say not staying focused, is like having a disease, right? A disease is degenerative. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time, right? A few simple habits will get you more results than anything else you can do, right?
Good or bad. So if you have good habits, they're going to grant you good results. If you have bad habits, you're going to be granted bad results.
That's exactly right.
The statement, the way you put the statement is true for both scenarios.
That's exactly
Scenarios. Tomato, tomato. Whatever.
There you have it. So guys, stay focused, stay on track, and remember the 3 most important things in real estate: make offers, make offers, make offers. All right? So make sure you share this video, and if you want to work with us as in our partner program, we actually have some partner students here right now in the office. There. They're getting all their direct mail stuff set up, and
they've been here this week.
Stuff. Yeah, they've been here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So if you'd like to apply, I do have a couple slots open right now. So apply at LarryGoins.com/apply. And share this video to win the day trading and jumpstart. Not for a chance to win. All you got to do is share, and we'll send you one.
You gotta email me and let me know you shared. I'll verify you shared, and then you can get it.
There you go.
That's the logistics of how that works.
And our new Cornelius will mail you one.
I could never take the place of Cornelius. Believe me, I don't want to. Either.
That's true. That's true. We miss you, buddy. All right. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next show. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.